there, fellow traveler. So you're dreaming of an epic motorbike adventure, and your sights are set on Malaysia. Well, buckle up because we're about to deep dive into why Malaysia is a motorcyclist's paradise. And trust me, this is no ordinary travel brochure. We've got insider tips, personal anecdotes, and all the juicy details you need to turn this dream into an unforgettable reality.
What makes Malaysia so special for motorbike travel is its incredible diversity. We're not just talking about the scenery, which ranges from bustling cityscapes to serene rainforests, pristine beaches, and even tea plantations nestled in the cool highlands. It's also the blend of cultures, the warmth of the people, and let's not forget the incredible food.
Okay, now you're speaking my language. I'm all about those unique cultural experiences and, of course, delicious food. But before we get lost in daydreams of riding through lush landscapes, I'm curious, why a motorbike? What makes this mode of transportation so ideal for experiencing Malaysia?
A motorbike gives you a sense of freedom and intimacy that you just don't get from a car or tour bus. You're exposed to the elements, the sights, the sounds, even the smells of the place. You can navigate narrow roads, venture off the beaten path, and really connect with the pulse of the country. Imagine yourself winding through the Cameron Highlands, the scent of tea plantations filling the air as you ride past, then stopping at a roadside stall for a plate of steaming nasi lemak, fragrant rice cooked in coconut milk and pandan leaf, often served with spicy sambal, fried anchovies, and peanuts. It's a sensory feast that captures the essence of Malaysia.
Okay, I'm sold. That paints such a vivid picture. I can almost taste the nasi lemak already. Now that we've set the scene, let's talk about the route. What's the best way to experience all that Malaysia has to offer on two wheels?
The Ride Malaysia Guide suggests an itinerary that perfectly balances cultural immersion, natural beauty, and those hidden gems that make a trip truly memorable. It starts in Kuala Lumpur, the vibrant capital, where you can soak in the energy of the city, explore its iconic landmarks, and sample street food that's as diverse as the city itself. From there, you'll head north to Penang, an island known for its stunning street art scene, colonial architecture, and of course, a food scene that rivals even Kuala Lumpur. Have you ever tried char kway teow?
Char kway teow, that's a new one for me. Tell me more.
It's a stir-fried noodle dish. Think flat rice noodles woke tossed with prawns, cockles, Chinese sausage, bean sprouts, and a touch of chili. A true explosion of flavors. You'll find it everywhere in Penang, from street stalls to upscale restaurants. And each version has its own unique twist.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Street art, historical charm, and a delicious plate of char kway teow. Penang is already at the top of my list. Okay, so what comes after this culinary and cultural feast?
Next, you'll venture into the cooler climates of the Cameron Highlands, where you'll trade the city buzz for rolling hills covered in emerald green tea plantations. Imagine riding through these picturesque landscapes, the air fresh and crisp, stopping for a cup of freshly brewed tea at a local plantation, and maybe even trying your hand at picking tea leaves yourself.
From the sizzling street food of Penang to the tranquility of the tea plantations, it sounds like quite a contrast. Is there anything else along this route that might surprise me? I'm all about those hidden gems.
Absolutely. From the Cameron Highlands, you'll descend into Ipoh, a city known for its unique limestone caves and colonial architecture. But what really sets Ipoh apart is its culinary scene, particularly its famous white coffee.
White coffee? I've never heard of that. What makes it so special?
It's not actually white in color, but it has a smoother, less bitter flavor than regular coffee. The beans are roasted with margarine, giving them a distinctive aroma and a slightly caramelized taste. It's definitely a must-try for any coffee enthusiast.
You've got me intrigued. Okay, so we've got bustling cities, charming towns, tea plantations, and even unique coffee experiences. What other adventures await on this Malaysian motorbike journey?
From Ipoh, you'll head east towards Kuantan, a coastal city where you can enjoy a change of pace. Picture yourself riding along scenic coastal roads, the sea breeze in your hair, with stops at charming fishing villages and pristine beaches along the way.
A little coastal relaxation sounds like the perfect way to break up the journey. Any beaches in particular you'd recommend?
Churating Beach is a must-visit. It's known for its golden sands, clear waters, and laid-back vibe. Imagine yourself cruising along the coast as the sun sets, casting a warm glow over the water. It's a truly magical experience.
Okay, you've convinced me. Churating Beach is officially on my list. This itinerary is shaping up to be the ultimate Malaysian adventure. Cities, culture, nature, and now coastal relaxation. But let's be real. A motorbike trip through a foreign country comes with its own set of challenges. What are some things I should keep in mind to ensure a smooth and safe ride?
That's a great question. While Malaysia is a motorcyclist-friendly country, there are a few things you can do to prepare and ensure a worry-free trip. First and foremost, make sure your bike is in top condition. A pre-trip checkup is essential, and it's a good idea to familiarize yourself with some basic repairs just in case. You don't want to be stranded in the middle of nowhere with a flat tire and no clue how to fix it.
Okay, point taken. I'll brush up on my bike maintenance skills. What about gear? What are the essentials for a Malaysian motorbike adventure?
Aside from your helmet and riding gear, which are absolutely non-negotiable, a good rain jacket is a must. Malaysia's tropical climate means sudden downpours are always a possibility. Also, a lightweight, breathable riding suit will keep you comfortable in the heat and humidity. And of course, pack light. You don't need a whole suitcase when you're traveling on a motorbike.
Less is more, right? Especially when you're navigating those winding roads. I've heard Malaysian traffic can be a bit chaotic. Any tips on handling that?
Yes, Malaysian traffic can be quite different from what you're used to. Driving is on the left, and in urban areas, it can be congested and fast-paced. The key is to stay alert, be aware of your surroundings, and always signal your intentions clearly. It's also important to be patient and courteous. A little smile and a wave can go a long way.
That's great advice. Being respectful of local customs is essential no matter where you travel. Speaking of local customs, are there any specific cultural sensitivities I should be aware of as a motorcyclist in Malaysia?
Absolutely. For example, when visiting mosques or temples, it's important to dress modestly and remove your shoes. Also be mindful of local dining etiquette. In some places, it's customary to eat with your right hand. And always remember that a smile and a polite "terima kasih," thank you, can open doors and create connections.
These are all great tips. Thanks for the cultural insights. You know, you've painted such a vivid picture of this Malaysian motorbike journey. It almost feels like I'm there already. But I'm curious, beyond the planned itinerary and the practical tips, what's the one thing that makes this kind of adventure truly special? What's that intangible element that stays with you long after the trip is over?
It's the unexpected encounters, the unscripted moments that make a motorbike trip so much more than just a journey from point A to point B. It's about connecting with the locals, sharing stories, and experiencing the true spirit of a place.
You know, it's funny you should say that. The guide actually shared a personal anecdote that perfectly illustrates this point.
Oh, I'd love to hear it.
Well, picture this. The guide is riding through the Cameron Highlands, the sun filtering through the tea plants when they stumble upon a small, unassuming tea stall run by an elderly couple. They decide to stop, more out of curiosity than anything else.
I can already sense that this is going to be a special encounter.
It was. The couple welcomed the guide with open arms, offering them a cup of freshly brewed tea and sharing stories about their life in the highlands. They talked about the history of the tea plantations, the challenges they faced, and the simple joys of life amidst the rolling hills. It was a simple exchange, but it left a lasting impression on the guide. A reminder that sometimes the most profound connections happen in the most unexpected places.
That's such a beautiful story. It reminds us that travel is not just about ticking off destinations, but about opening ourselves up to new experiences and allowing ourselves to be touched by the people we meet along the way.
Exactly. And on a motorbike, those connections become even more profound. You're not shielded from the world. You're immersed in it. You're more approachable, more likely to strike up conversations with locals, and more likely to stumble upon those hidden gems that you wouldn't find in any guidebook.
It's about embracing the unexpected, being present in the moment, and allowing the journey to unfold organically.
So for all of you listening who are ready to trade the daily grind for the open road, what's the one piece of advice we can leave you with?
Enjoy the ride. It sounds simple, but it's so easy to get caught up in the planning, the logistics, and the pressure to see and do everything. Remember, it's not about the destination. It's about the journey itself. It's about savoring every moment, embracing the unexpected detours, and allowing yourself to be transformed by the experience.
Beautifully said. And if this Malaysian motorbike adventure has sparked your imagination, we encourage you to delve deeper. Research different routes, connect with other riders, and start planning your own unforgettable journey.
And who knows? Maybe you'll have your own tea stall encounter, a moment of connection that will stay with you long after the roar of the engine has faded.
Until next time, keep exploring and keep diving deep.